What up, suckers? Today we're going to do an unboxing of the A-Team van from Greenlight. So, for you uninitiated, the A-Team was a show in the 1980s. It ran from 83 to 87, and it had a four-man crew that was wrongfully on the run from the law for committing a crime they didn't commit. And they had a nice, cool van, so I had to get this van. But before that, I might as well just open this thing up. I got this off AliExpress. Don't really recall what seller, but let's just take a look at these figures here. I think these things are looking pretty nice. Let's see. Yeah, right. So you got, you know, doesn't seem to be any eyes painted on these 64 scale figures, but you got a nice skin tone, a believable skin tone, hair, different colored pants, everyone's wearing black shoes, you know, it looks like a floor jack, so I would say those are pretty nice. It's by our brand Race Metal. Bunch of Chinese stuff on the back, but there's a QR code if you want to look that up. What I was curious about is whether or not these things are actually in scale. You know, an average man is 173 centimeters. A tall man would be 2 meters. So just pull out the good old measuring thing here and measure a guy standing. This fat guy. So this guy is 28.2 millimeters. And if I just pull out my calculator over here, 28.2 times 64. So this guy's 1.8 meters. So yeah, I would say these guys are pretty much to scale. That guy's a little taller. Yeah, whatever. So, alright, so those are to scale. I bought this other female here separately off AliExpress as well. Compare these two. Yeah, so we got a fat guy and a skinny girl. Works. Alright. Now this, I was really curious about this jack, you know, so if I could, how strong it might be. The handle seems to be strong. I don't want to bend it too much, but the base seems like it'll be strong enough to actually hold up a car. Here's a Kyosho car here. So yeah, I think it could actually hold up a car long term, possibly. Maybe not. If it's hot, it might melt that plastic. Or not, it might not melt it. It'll bend eventually over time, maybe. And then let's take a race car. Here's a little Spark Toyota Le Mans car. This is not actually the kind of jack that a race team would use, but just out of curiosity's sake. Anyway, so the height of it seems to be going with more standard road cars. As you can see, it rides up against the bottom of this Camaro. Alright, so anyways, if anyone's, you know, looking online and seeing this Race Metal set, seems to be pretty good. And this guy's got a little silver stripe on his suit. He's got a silver wrench there, open wrench. This guy must obviously be manning the jack here in this position here. Alright, something like that. And this guy is probably putting in some oil into a... I believe that's believable too. Okay. And then they got their little crib thing. And, oh yeah, so if we... This crawling thing, the guy with the wrench can actually sit on, lay down on that crawling thing. What are these things called? Crib crawlers? I forget. But this guy's actually molded pretty well for that thing. And this got little silver wheels here. So yeah, very cool. Alright, nice little accessories. I'm going to maybe make a diorama later on. I also saw some cool looking stuff on Shapeways. I'm going to probably order from there. Alright, but anyways. What we really want to see is the A-Team van. I know there's a bunch of other people that already did videos on this. This model's been out for a while, but excuse me, for me, I don't have it. And when I was a kid, I watched the A-Team. So this seller here is called Small Scale Store on AliExpress. Oh. Well, I guess it doesn't matter with the box because the packaging from Greenlight is pretty good, you know. The vacuum blister pack here. Oh boy, opening these things is a real pain. if anyone's ever wondered why they package stuff like this, it's really for theft, you know. They make the package bigger than the product, so it's more difficult to shoplift it. Not really good for the environment, though. Alright, so couple quotes. I'm nuts, that's why I'm so good. It's the singer, not the song. I ain't going on no plane. And I love it when a plan comes together. I think that's the one I remember the most. But B.A. Baracus, this is his van. 83 GMC Vandura. And did a little research on the Vandura. This is the third generation of the Vandura, which originally came out in 1964. And then the third generation ended in 1996. So it's a pretty big model. Greenlight is to scale. I do love how Greenlight writes what the vehicle is. You know, it's got a brand vehicle 2017. So these wheels are pretty nice. And you got the BF Goodrich on the tires here. So that's really cool. Nice details. This thing focusing, come on. Alright. Alright, so the top here, we got a plastic wing. And then the back, I guess the studio produced 6 replicas to promote the TV show. And I couldn't find online how many real ones they used in the TV show. Some had these sunroofs when they're doing interior shots for the sunlight. Some had solid roofs, and those I think were the ones that jumped and they totaled in their action scenes. I can't figure out how many they actually really made though. It's an unknown. I do know that some of the latter ones, they blacked out the logos. So this must be an earlier one, because it's got the red GMC logo on the front. Alright, so this is a big blemish. What's going on there? I don't think that's going to come out. Well, what I like about this is this red and the black, which I'm guessing are painted on top of this metallic gray. I think they may have clear coated over it. It's hard. Well, no, I think they're just glossy paint. The reason why I'm mentioning that is if you look at my earlier video, with the 6 green lights, I discovered that they very often put the graphics on over the paint, but then they don't clear coat the graphics, so they're very easy to scratch off. So this being a glossy red, I think it'd be harder to scratch that off. Whereas some of the graphics on other Greenlight cars, it seems like it'd be really easy to scratch the graphic off because they don't clear coat over the graphics, which I think is really poor choice. See the side running board, how it kinks up like that to show the 4 exhaust tips. That's interesting. Alright, so I'm assuming that license plate was used in the TV show. We got painted on rear taillights and side blinkers. The glass here, that's weird. There's some weird residue on this plastic glass. I'm gonna have to take like a rag to it, and I think there's something on the inside surface of the windshield. See these specks? I think they're on the inside. So not the cleanest production facility, but I think in general for the price, this is a pretty nice model, better than a lot of other Greenlights that I have at least. So very happy with that. Alright, so I don't know if anyone has any comments. That's it for today. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.